America, Middle East, North Africa, CIS, EU, all over the place right here. And I think that the main factor is at this stage, there's no easy teams. These are all the best of the best. You can't just push up on one random team thinking that, oh, okay, you know, this is a squad that we can handle. Every single one of these squads are going to be playing at the top of their game. So I'm really interested to see how that factors in and how it's going to kind of disrupt all these different squads going into game number one. But it looks like we're on the play. The squads, the players are ready. Let's get into it. Game number one of the PMWL West Season 0. Let's go.
Let's go. You're talking about it. You want to see it. Well, this is game number one. We're finally going to be able to get to see it. The plane path starting down there in the south, going to be ending all the way up there in the west in Zarki.
Well, you know, it's kind of like the same playing path that we saw, you know, that before the remake was done, you know, just kind of like from the opposite end right here. So it's going to be really interesting to see which squads decide to go military base. Do we know before something that we've seen them do in the past right here? And it looks like they're sticking to the plan right here. I wonder which team's going to drop Zarki. Why not? You know, it's at the end. You gotta assume that it's free for sure.
It's open. So B4, you know, they're going to be heading towards their tried and true location. The thing that, you know, really catches me, at least the fear factor, and hopefully they got the clutch factor, footballists. They are in that general area. And we mentioned very lightly, scrims, footballists were extremely aggressive. I mean, they got the loot, they saw a team, and they insta-push that squad. So hopefully in the sake of B4 being so close to them, they'll be able to defend themselves here.
You know what? I mean, it's crazy. For those of you guys that didn't get a chance to really catch that, during the scrims, Footballist's first game got 25 kills, the most we've seen in any match from the America scrims to the Pro League. So, I mean, this is a team that I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on, and we already have the first circle, and it is in Footballist's favor right here. So that's going to be really interesting to see. But oh, look at this, Dave. Tempo Storm, SWAT 69, going at it here in Pachinki. First knock already down. Rain being able to catch one player right off the bat.
Rain with that AKM, going to be going for that spray, the iron sight. SWAT 69 trying to stake their claim right now. BRT already going to be bleeding on out. Meanwhile, the squad mates kind of all just within their own little compounds, camping it out, waiting for the push from Tempo. But it looks like Rain and both Tensa working together as a unit. Going to be clearing out each and every single room in this area.
This is huge for Tempo Storm, getting 2 knocks like that right off the bat. And remember, Pachinki is the place that they love to be at right here. So for them to be able to kind of shut down SWAT 69 really quickly off the bat is going to be big for the squad.
Yeah, and this will definitely have not only SWAT 69, but any other team possibly thinking about dropping in Pachinki. If they can get the dub here and wipe them out, other teams, you got to bet they are not going to want to do the same exact thing. I mean, they can learn from the mistakes of others. And looking right on over here, looks like one of the members from SWAT 69 will be spotting out one from Tempo, taking a couple shots, going to be missing it. But Tensa on top of this roof right now. Talk about information right now, Jukes. I mean, oh my goodness.
Trying to find some angles right now. We saw BRT get knocked by that pump shotgun, but it looks like they were able to get him up. But Tensa from that roof, like you mentioned earlier, finds Buff and is able to get the thirst as well. So now here comes the 4v2. Tempo versus SWAT 69.
King looking to do a little pre-firing over there. The last remaining member, Rain with that Uzi, lock and loaded. King already going to be taking some shots, trying to get upstairs, trying to get that revive. Rain might be waiting a little bit for some backup, and here comes that backup. You got 3 members of Tempo walking up the stairs, and kaboom, right there. Tensa with the pump to the face. SWAT 69, the first team, done and dusted, sent back to lobby to think about Pachinki.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. You know, Pachinki, it's just one of those central areas. For those of you guys that have just kind of like started watching professional PUBG mobile player, PUBG in general, you know, those teams that land central, Pachinki being one of the most central locations in the map, it's really, really huge. Rotationally, it's a big advantage. So that's why you're going to see Tempo land there most often, but be able to kind of shut them down and say, hey, this is our spot right off the bat. It's going to be huge for that squad.
Talk about huge. Pro Lord right now from Team Umbra. Going to be tossing out a grenade over there, going fishing. We'll be connecting it onto AZ. AZ looking to do the same exact thing, but their angles are going to be exposed. And this
not anymore.
Nova.
Not after those shots.
Signed over here, or picked up. X-Quest from the Americas region, so they're looking to make some statements here in game number 1.
Oh yeah, this they are. You know, they are now on a new squad. You saw Prolord right there from Team Umbra using that door to get on the roof. That's going to be a really good angle for him right here. If he's able to catch one of their squad mates, I don't think they're going to really expect that. But I think Sheepman saw it.
Okay, going to be taking some damage out of Prolord, and that damage will allow HZL to get the wraparound, but HZL getting a little tunnel vision right now, will be connected on themselves, but Vindex trying to get the thirst onto Easy. Talking about Easy, AZ will be getting an easy flush right there, and hopefully the reset onto HZL, but Vindex trying to make the push up. One thing to note, Team Umbra, I have not noticed any armor or any helmets.
Big nades.
Players. So, I mean, extremely low with the utility. Huge grenade from AZ right there on the Vindex. And, man, things are falling apart right now for Umbra.
Looks like Vindex and had the same idea as AZ, but AZ able to kind of pull that nade just that quarter of a second faster. Gets a huge knock right here, and that's it.
You're done.
Done. Wow, big wipe for Nova Esports right here to start off day number 1 of the PMWL West.
Yeah. And, you know, kind of the same story. You know, a lot of these teams are going to be dropping near one another, trying to stake their claim and make sure people know not to push up on them. And this was the fight. You know, we saw it. We mentioned it right from the drop over here. B4 versus Footballless. It's starting to square off.
Here they go. I think Footballless is a kind of a really good position here in this space. B4, they're kind of stuck right now in that one particular kind of garage building, and it's not really good as far as to be able to catch angles. Oh, but Levi does have a buggy. It looks like they're going to try to just take off from this one.
You got Levi driving on away. Looks like Maxon is connected on. Mixer trying to get the revive, but Solke, definitely one of the players to highlight over here from Footballless. A lot of people, a lot of fans in the chat right now are getting extremely excited. Solke going to be pushing on up the hill with the DP. Will be getting the flush onto Maxon, hitting that prone. Mixera was able to get revived, but extremely low. Solke looking to get another one in the books for Footballless. Going to be tossing out a molly right there. This could be good for Mixera to allow the heals to come on off. And Levi all the way back there playing that anchor position. It's going to be connected on to Solke. Oh, that was a nice trade right there, Hot Jukes.
Wow, Mixera and Levi are really working well together right now. Just kind of utilizing that kind of backup position. Lutz is going to try to get this pickup, but I wonder if Mixera is going to push this or decide to kind of get back with his team.
He's pushing.
He's holding it down.
He's thinking about it, but look at Loveson all the way back there on the high ground. Definitely going to be overlooking all this.
Dangerous.
And I do believe that's why Mixera can't push on over this little hill right here, but definitely thinking about it. Levi all the way back in the tail end, trying to take some shots on the Loveson all the way out there in the distance. Going to be popping up on top of their perch in this rock, exchanging some gunshots. But Mixera, extremely challenging position right now for them.
Got to give it to Levi right there. I mean, look at that. With the M4 holographic sight and able to hit some huge shots. That just goes to show you how well these players, how good they really are when it comes to like just frag ability and gun skill. These guys can hit some major shots from downtown.
Yeah, so just a reminder, B4, they have a couple kills. They did run into a team early on. I believe it was KHK. So I saw Pedro with at least 3 kills to their name. But it does look like B4 only have 2 up. So it is going to be a 2v3 right now. Looks like Lutz going to be tossing out some smoke, trying to block the sight lines. But this could actually help out Mixera to get the push. And as I say that, Lutz saying, no, you are not getting away. You're going to be tagging not 1, but 2 with the Scar. And B4, they have been wiped on out from their Novo drop. I mean, they're gonna have some tough decisions moving forward when it comes to Erangel.
Without a doubt. Kind of a really tough one right there. Footballless is a team that we know for a fact can frag out for sure, and that's exactly what they did. It was a tough fight. B4 is a major squad. I believe they ended up in the top 3 in the PMPL right here. So yeah, for Footballless to get that kill right off the bat, it's going to be big. But look at this. We see a zone rotation. Footballless were able to get the kill onto B4, but now they going to have a big task on their hand trying to rotate into this next circle.
They got a big task, but they are going to be right there on the tip in the south. So they have a couple moments to kind of, catch their breath, recalculate exactly what the game plan might be. And, while that fight was happening, I saw in the kill feed, Yala, they actually lost 2 members to the side of Pittsburgh Knights over here. And it looks like Pittsburgh Knights, satisfied with their 2 points on the Yala, are going to be going for a rotate into a more centralized position.
Yeah, already 3 teams out here starting off game number 1, right? So, I mean, we're seeing people get into the action right off the bat. And, you know, knocking out a squad this early is going to be really huge for you for the rest of the game, because not only is it going to add 4 points to your total score, but it's also going to give you a ton of loot as well. So that's going to be really, really huge. We start to see these different teams start to rotate into this next circle. You can see the round kill leaders, Tensa already holding 3 kills, Pedro Dog as well, Carnage with 2 as well. So, I mean, man, these squads are getting into it.
Yeah, if you're HH24 on the squad of Tensa, you're already kind of like, oh, slow down, my man, because they have a little rivalry going back and forth on who exactly can frag out the most. But that's going to be Tempo Storm. That was from that early Pachinki fight that we got to witness on 2 SWAT 69. Talking about witnessing some things, looks like Loop's going to be parking all their vehicles here at the Wizard Tower, you know, taking inventory, making sure these tires are going to be good to go on into this next zone. And they're going to be fairly centralized. There is going to be a team, Wildcard, just east of prison, possibly overlooking that Wizzy T.
Oh, yeah, they got that prison hill right there. It's going to be tough to see that Wizard Tower from their spot right now. But one thing you really notice that these high-level squads do is look at the way they park their vehicles. They always try to protect it, especially this early on right here, because if that zone rotates, they're going to need those cars to be able to get into the next zone.
I mean, one vehicle could be, you know, saving grace. That could be the 100%. Difference between a second or first place. That hard cover, it comes into such the clutch factor, they like to put it, especially in that late game. So Loops, they're going to have a decent position. They're happy for the time being, just doing a little bit of scouting and making sure nobody gets the one up on them and pushes. Now, we do have football lists. They're going to be pushing on across that bridge. Looks like it's going to be free and clear. So we had a lot of early fights. But look at this. Looks like Nova and both Tempo clashing right now.
Yes, they are. EZ right now is kind of holding it down. Tensa as well, getting in the buggy, deciding to go, you know what? All right, I got the information. I know where you guys at. I'm going to get back to my team right here and get ready for the next circle.
Yala losing 2 early on, not deciding to move a muscle. I don't know. I mean, having 2 up, you're going to definitely have to think about taking your fights here. You can't just shoot at anything, especially if it is going to be a squad of 4, squad of 3. Football is going to be currently pulling on up into this gas station area.
Big break for them.
They might be playing the edge here. I mean, they already got 4 kills. You know, they're already feeling good about themselves. Now they're looking for that chicken dinner.
Oh, yeah, they are. But for them to be able to kind of cross that bridge and get into zone pretty much scot-free is going to be huge for them. But we could see Anasis just kind of waiting on that squad. And look at this. Great play from Footballists as they have one of their members scouting out right now just to make sure to see if it's clear. The next zone has already popped, and all of these squads have to head north right now.
Heading north, that seems to be the game plan over here. Talk about teams heading north. You got frag machines all the way near Mansion, free and clear. They have a nice little buffer on around them. 0 from Yala, you know, contemplating on whether or not they should take some shots. Going to be doing some scouting, getting a lot of information. They might opt to just kind of, you know, slowly creep on in behind Footballists. Kind of use Footballists as, say, a bodyguard. And talking about bodyguards, Raven out there in the fields going to be getting dropped by one of the members from Unique. Wow.
That's going to be 2 out. That's going to be 2 out already. Yeah. We saw the kill feed right there. Carnage was taken out by Team Unique as well. So that's going to be really unfortunate for Pittsburgh Knights, losing 2 major players early on. And we can see in the kill feed as well, Nova getting into it with good old-fashioned. It looks like they were able to get a knock. That's going to be pretty huge for them going into this next fight right here. Man, it's pretty much anyone's game right now.
Yeah, I mean, all points matter. All points matter for sure. Frag Machines up here in the north, like we mentioned. It was on Tempo. Oh,
it was on Tempo. Yeah, Tempo already lost 3 members. It's just Tensa up by himself already.
Wow. Okay. Hey, hopefully Tensa has those snaking skills, those surviving skills in their pocket, because it is going to be needed. We still have 13 teams remaining, a total of 39 players in circle number 3. Frag Machines out here on the edge, just playing passive, which is, you know, totally fine. No kills so far, but they have the gear. They got the loot. and now they're looking for some information. They're probably hoping for this next circle to favor them as well. Let's be real.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I mean, survival is what it's all about. That's what this game is about in general. You know, first place gets you 20 points on the board. Third place gives you 10. So just the difference alone, you have to get 10 kills just to catch up to those amount of points. And that's not easy to do in this kind of lobby right here. Not to mention, try to get that MVP award. You know, to get that MVP award, it's your total survival time, as well as how much damage you've done and kills. They multiply that across the board. They got a little formula going for there, and that's some big money on the line as well. So, you know, all these different players are trying to perform their absolute best right now.
You're the formula guy. You're the guy who tallies that number, actually. You're the one who came up with the formula. If you didn't know, Hot Jukes, the mathematician out here. Talking about this real quick, let me get your take, Hot Jukes. AZ, extremely pushed from their squad who isn't in that hard cover back there. Interesting position.
Definitely. I think he's just trying to get intel for his team right now. But anytime you hold the off angle, you got to be really, really careful. It looks like we do have a new zone. It's going to be a prison zone. These guys are going to fight it in the jail cells right now. Loops and Wildcard are set up really pretty for this one, especially I think Loops and actually both these teams I think are going to have a really good position since they're on top of the hill. They're going to see all the rest of these teams rotating in right now. So they're going to have a huge advantage going into this next zone.
Tell us the truth. If you were the IGL in this game, do you send it on into prison?
Oh, I mean, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough one right there. I mean, it just depends on how good I'm feeling. If I just want to full send it right here, but speaking of full send, Tenso's in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, the solo player right now for Tempo on that second story, tossing these grenades back and forth. Easy, actually going to be connected on Tensa, going to be popping out, bolting out that window. Unloading a magazine, trying to connect on another one. There's AZ, and there's the triple from Tensa. 5 kills so far. Make sure to get those flushes. And this is what we were talking about just moments ago. Nova with their interesting positions when it comes to being somewhat separated. Now it's just Shifan out there.
Oh my goodness, this is what I'm talking about. This is the highest level of PUBG Mobile. You can't even push up on one single player and make a mistake. Otherwise, just like that, 3 members are gone from your team. Huge play for Tempo Storm Tensa.
Yeah, talking about their clips, talking about the clout, and talking about their clutch. That's it. That's it right there.
Oh man, I can only wish I could hear the comms.
Oh no!
The US!
Extremely risky push right there from Shifan, knowing that Tensa is going to be up here in the Wizard Tower. I guess all the odds are stacked against him.
He's sending it into prison.
About who's sending it on into prison. Looks like Shifan, the solo member, landing that bike right there. Perfect. And now just going to camp it out. I mean, look at this. This is right in the middle.
What a play right there from Shifan. And I think he kind of lucked out with, Tensa that UAS parked, blocking all those bullets for him right there. Man, these guys can really, really shoot. But Shifan sent it dead center, and just so happens that nobody is in there. So he's going to be a really good position to kind of snake it out and get as much points as he can for his squad.
Oh, that you kind of got Wildcard on the high ground overlooking prison. So kind of, keeping you safe for the time being. And talking about teams trying to remain safe. Yala, they are having such a challenging game. Number 1. Looks like they're going to be right there on the edge in Lumbermill, trying to survive. And, hey, Frag Machines, Team Unique. I mean, everybody's trying to get a piece of them.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to make as many plays as they can while staying into zone. Frag Machine were able to get a good couple knocks with a good little rotate right here. Team Unique's in trouble.
Like Frag Machine looking to get ultra aggressive over here, getting one of the knocks onto Team Unique, trying to get the triple. We're going to be tossing a mini red zone right now. Only one more player alive in between the burning vehicles for Team Unique, and here comes the wraparound. Frag Machines making sure to get as many points as possible. Going to be going for that pre-fire spray through the smokes over here. I would like to see another member from Frag Machines kind of help and assist with this. I mean, look at the loot goblin right now.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what they're doing right now. Hamidi has the intel. He's just going to kind of sit and wait for the rest of his squad. Really smart. Doesn't want to take the risk of getting knocked early. It looks like they are going to full send this. But man, Frag Machine living true to their name, taking out Team Unique on early.
In the smokes right now. Outplay just trying to go for the spray. I cannot believe this is a 3v1.
Oh, the nade!
The nade. Taking out themselves. Hey, talk about the 9 points. Respect.
That's it. They say, if anyone's going to take myself out, it's going to be me right there. So, denying the 1 point. Really interesting play right there. But man, Frag Machines, really aggressive. Able to get a couple of knocks, quick rotation right there. And that just shows the level of synergy and communication that this team has. Really big play for them, especially to start off game number 1.
Love to see it. You love to see teams being confident in themselves. And talking about teams, showing their confidence, this is one team that did extremely well when it comes to the scrims that we had just before us last week. Dream Eaters going to be out here. They got 4 vehicles. They got 4 alive. We saw them trying to third-party that fight between C9 and Loops just moments ago. Looks like Loops, they're still going to be alive, but very hurt. And our team, Frag Machines, they are just in the heat of the action right now. We see the Knights out there in the distance, but Acer from Wildcard has something to say for the Dream Eaters, and you know what that is? See you later, kid.
That's it. Dream Eaters tried to make the rotation on right there, but Wildcard, they've been sitting there all game long waiting for someone to come up on them. Really tough break for Dream Eaters in that situation, but Wildcard, man, with a quick wipe, really huge for them.
Quick wipe. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Nice and moist. Look at this. Loops Becker. I believe this is the last remaining member from Loops. Yes. So Cloud9, we saw in kill feed maybe 2 minutes ago. Just ripped them apart. And these two teams really familiar with one another. Talking about teams being familiar, not so familiar. You got 6 from the Knights in the kill feed connecting onto one of the members from Frag Machines.
But they did get the comeback knock and finish right now. So it's only J7 left for Pittsburgh Knights. Frag Machine, a team from Iraq right here, doing really well right off the start. At this game, big nade.
To Acer. Okay, chunking them down just a little bit. That's going to force Wildcard, kind of pump the brakes just a little bit, reset, and heal on up.
Oh, yeah, gonna have to slow it down big time right now. We got Cloud9 on top of the hill with Becker just laying down, trying to snake as much points for his team as possible. But right now, it's all Frag Machine versus Wildcard. Some big nades getting thrown out right here. This first knock's gonna be huge.
Got big grenades. Not only that, you got to kind of take into consideration J7 from the Knights back there might be able to play spoiler onto Frag Machines. They need to be aware of that, but the next zone did just pop.
Oh, yeah, and it is in the favor of both Cloud9, Tempo, and Footballist right here. So tough break for J7, and he does get finished right there. So that's Pittsburgh Knights eliminated in the 12th position.
Yep, and our team going strong still. Footballist down there in the south. But
Frag Machine.
4 kills, 4 kills on the Frag Machines. They saw the zone pop. They immediately got into their vehicles, repositioned, trying to get the upper hand over here. Looks like Wildcard going to be pushing on up to Private Rock. It looks like it's going to be in this zone. Extremely good cover, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, great rotation for Wildcard. Zone over everything. That's definitely a position that I believe in right here. So they're going to have a whole bunch of cover going into this next zone.
Becker just surprised Bayo. Oh, that could be huge. Becker is going to be connected on it. Wildcard, they do have 4 up. This could be their moment to push. They might be just, taking their time. They have a good position, like you said. We see them popping out, taking them shots on the Footballist. This is crazy. We got 6 teams remaining here in game number 1.
We're getting into it right now. That surprise from Becker kind of stifled Cloud9 there for a good quick second, but uneven, able to get that finish right there, taking out Loops in the process. So right now, Cloud9 need to get this res, need to kind of get all healed up because there's going to be some pandemonium coming up here the next few seconds.
Yeah, one thing to note, She-Fan from Nova, still alive. The solo player right there, just enjoying life, hearing these grenades, hearing these gunshots just shoot on off everywhere. So Frag Machines on the edge right now. They are also going to be looking at this engage right now between C9 and Wildcard.
Anyone's game right now. Sam trying to throw a big nade real close to put some big damage onto Adder right there. It looks like they are going to get the heal right back up, but it's just kind of a waiting game right now to see where this next gun's going to go.
Exactly, and waiting game it is for She-Fan. They're probably going to be stuck down there in prison. Hopefully they have meds. They are going to be right there on the edge of this next zone, so it all comes down to that med game for Nova. Over here, though, Frag Machines, talking about the edge, they're going to be getting lit up right now by both, not just one, but both Wildcard and Cloud9.
I think both Wildcard, Cloud9, and Frag Machine right now. So Footballists, they are in a tough spot. It seems it's all for 1 point. Oh, there he is.
This is a huge fight. Tensa, 5 kills so far this game. Solke, one of the top gunners from the Europe region that a lot of people told me about, so we'll have to pay attention. That's pretty much 3 footballists versus Tensa. We see right there, look, we'll be spotting out Tensa, taking them down and out. The next zone does pop just a little further south, and Beowulf with that DP.
Oh yeah, you know, Tensa going out right there. He ended up securing 6 whole kills for his squad. Really big. Acer gets the knock on to uneven right now. But man, it's going to be tough to push this one, especially considering where the zone is and all the other teams are.
Exactly, and with that knock, and like Wildcard, they're trying to, push up, trying to get a little more aggressive, but as they were doing that, they were getting third party, so they need to hurry up and get on over this rock, and Slicky, the trade's going back and forth at her. Beowulf both going to be bleeding on out. It's up to Pyra. Pyra trying to slip back on into the cover, but Acer, 6 kills so far. Cloud9 eliminated. 4 teams remaining. Now Spring needs to hurry up. Acer needs to hurry up, reset, and get these revives because you got frag machines hot on the case.
What a fantastic nade coming from Acer right there to be able to open up that fight. Gets a knock and finish. And then they just full sent it onto Cloud9 and took them out. But here we go. Football is, able to get a good old-fashioned crate drop right here. That's going to be some big level 3 armor going into the end of this fight.
I'm getting a little worried. Wildcard, they have a little dip, but they look to me to be just pinned down by both frag machines and footballists. Best case scenario, frag machines and footballists, they get into an engagement themselves, and then maybe Wildcard make the push, but there's not a lot of cover here in this next zone. There's a bunch of little tiny skinny trees. I mean, talking about snaking it to make it, that's what Spring's doing right now.
Oh yeah, and speaking of snake it to make it, we saw a good old-fashioned Shifan able to secure 4th place for his team right there, and some big nades from Wildcard. That's frag machines out of this one. So right now it's Footballist versus Wildcard to see who's going to take game number 1.
9 kills onto Footballist, 10 kills onto Wildcard. 4v3. Spring are already crawling their way. The army crawl, trying to get that off angle, trying to surprise attack pretty much. And here we go. We'll be connecting onto Lutz. There goes one. That is going to open this up to a 4v3. Get the confirmed Acer. 7 kills so far. Solke in the back line, just anticipating the push from Wildcard.
Oh yeah, right now, Footballist is in a world of hurt right now. Wildcard are just dominating right now.
Another one.
That's it. One more left.
One more. Solke versus the world. So okay, getting one, but not the flush. And Wildcard, I mean, talking about getting the chicken dinner points, talking about getting the kill points, hot jukes. I mean, Acer, 8 kills alone. Actually insane.
Are you kidding me? Look at that performance coming from the squad. 13 kills in total coming from Wildcard. What a statement to make here, especially for game number 1 of the PMW West right here. This is what I'm talking about. The best in the West going at it right here. It was down to the wire, and Wildcard was able to get it done.
What I have to say on this one was ridiculous, by the way, guys, because no one of you, and I know I didn't get to get predictions in before we started things off, but none of you were going to say Wildcard, and they pulled through big. We have to talk about that off the bat, Hot Jukes.
Oh man, I mean, what a game to be able to see them get into it right here. We saw so many squads. I think that the zone position that they had, I think they got some good circles towards them. At the end of the day, though, especially at this level, you got to hit some big shots. And Wildcard proved right now in game number 1 that they could hit those. So what a good, solid performance for Wildcard.
I mean, Dave, we saw so many people pulling off big frags, big numbers as well. Like Tensa was a player we were eyeing for the majority of the time after his initial battle. Were you expecting these kill leaders to come off the bat? I mean, he was a beast.
Yeah, I mean, Tensa, the 1v3, I think like 5 kills in game number 1 alone, that is going to be a confidence booster. But Jason, I just want you to know, I said Wildcard's taking game 1, man. I said it, man.
Okay, well,
I tweeted it out.
You might have said it. I have to go back and look at the VOD to check that out. I'll back you up for now. We're going to lose you, though. We're going to get you out of here so you guys can take a quick break before we get into game number 2. And I want to bring in some lovely people once again. Let's bring them back on the screen, Seven and Glitter, to talk about that last game. And that was honestly some ridiculous stuff. I will say for those two, I know for a fact both of them had Loops Esports to win this one, and that did not work out well, Seven.
Oh, what do you mean?
Whoa.
Ballast.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
I mean, I think we're recording rehearsal. I think we can bring that back up. I'm just saying, you know, I had Wildcard the entire time, and that's the lovely thing I get to say when I'm the host and I don't give my own predictions. But let's talk about that game a little bit. Wildcard, phenomenal job by them. We're going to take a look at the results actually from that game to see how many points overall were given to Wildcard towards the end of this. And it's got to be pretty ridiculous. There's a couple names in there we got to mention. Football is getting second place. Wildcard, of course, getting the chicken dinner and 13 kills to boot. But Nova Esports, that's someone I want to talk about. G-Fan, Glitter, he carried the team.
He was actually doing an amazing job snaking after, you know, that wild 1v3 on Tensa's behalf. G-Fan was able to then snake his way all the way into 4th place for Nova Esports, which was going to get them so many more placement points. That's why they ended up in 4th place overall. Like that's just, look, that was great. Because if you look at how many kills they had a decent amount, but Frag Machines was above them with 4. Those placement points really put them in a great position.
Yeah, and 7, I'm looking across the board. Tempo Storm as well, having a pretty decent game. Cloud9, I mean, that's someone that you talked about when we had Group A as a team you look to stand out for. A solid performance considering all things, I'd say.
Definitely. Being in the top 10, that's something you want to go ahead and be part of. And then right now we're seeing B4 here, over here in the 9th spot. They had an insane play that we're actually going to go ahead and break down with Footballers in Novo. And going based on that, I know we're currently seeing some of the other players right there, is the start of the match. We had Tempo Storm going up against SWAT 69. I feel like that was just such a huge engagement. Even if this is for seeding, because